A very good morning to everyone coming live from the MCA grounds in Colombo. This MCA T10 Super League Cricket Tournament 2025 Tier B tournament match between Maliban and the Recovery Room, the Maliban Biscuits and Recovery Room. This is the first quarter final. This T10 league. Now what I'm told is Recovery Room have won the toss and they have elected to bowl first. The umpires for today's game Zamal Malwarachi and Tilanka Salgadu, with the match referee Mr. Chandana Mahesh. Got the scorers, we got Tilanka Priyan De Silva, MC Moideen, and the live scorer Darshana Samaravikrama. Look at the pictures, the sky, we just saw it, a bit patchy but no signs of rain. Should have hopefully a full day's cricket, 4 games to be played at the MCA grounds, and also we've got some matches being played at the DS grounds as well. Later on in the day, the Tier A final will take place at the CCC grounds in the evening, with the final of the B as well at CCC starting in the evening. Action-packed Sunday today in this MCA tournament. And we got Krishan Viranga and Anjula Pereira. Kavin Kanangara to open the bowling. First delivery shortish, pulled in the air, and that's the first wicket down in the first ball of this game. What a start for Kavin. Tall, lanky, just coming in, ambling in, not a lot of pace, but dug in short and just rising. Batsman tried to pull it, succeeded in just getting it straight to the mid-on field, ran in and took a very easy catch. So Maliban lost their first wicket with no runs on the board. Krishan Viranga walking back, caught Sadil Vinjay, bowled Kavin Kanagaraja without troubling the scorers. So Maliban Biscuits 0 for 1. Mohammad Silmi, the new batter, with an average of 20, strike rate above the hundreds. Here you see this time first runs on the board for Maliban, and Mohammad Silmi opens his account. Just a 1 run, so it's 1 for 1. There we see again going, not a ball that he could have kept low, tried to hit it and then good catch there. Easy catch, I would say. Was not express pace but got some height. The batsman just couldn't keep it. He had to hit the bottom of the ball, so it obviously was going up. Couldn't control it in to the gap. So Anjula Pereira, left-hander. Take strike now from Kavin Kanangara. This one just hoiked away. Couple of bouncers into the fence. That was a much better stroke. No fielders in that area. Had a lot of control. Kevin Kanagaraja. Quite tall, but I'd like to see him bend his back a bit more and get some pace, but ambling in and just letting it go. See that run very, that's flicked off his pads, and that I think hit the ropes, is it? No, it's given a boundary. So 2 boundaries in consecutive deliveries for Anjula Pereira, and he means business. Anything in his zone, we see on the pads, no fielder there. Just in front of that line. That was very close to being a 6. This time nicely played into the covers. Again, single ball going down towards the short third man. Wicket in the first ball, but after that it's been expensive. 10 runs so far in the next 5 deliveries. 4 deliveries that have been bowled. Mohammad Silmi. Tall, lanky fastball just ambling in. There again. Could that be the second one? No. Falls in no man's land. The batsmen have completed 2 runs. So after the end of the first over, Maliban Biscuits have moved on to 12 for 1. There we see the playing 11 for both teams. Maliban Biscuits have Anjula Pereira, Amila Prasad, Samar Ratnayaka, Chaturanga Devapriya, Dilan Chaturanga, Gihan Anuruddha, Krishan Viranga, who was out, Mohammad Silmi now at the crease, Randuna Ganganath, Venura Gaishan and Supun Samarasekara. Recovery room, Sandaru Gamage, Janit Dasanayaka, Jason Harding, Kevin Kanagaraja, who just completed his first over, Sadil Vinjaya, Saviru Piris, Rahel Rukshan, Abhilash Vellalage, Chandrin Jayatilaka. So Janidu Nandasen and Rusanda Gamage. So pretty good team there for the recovery room. You can see a couple of young Petrites in the recovery room side. And this is one Abhilash Vellalage, represented St. Peter's 2023 season, if I'm not mistaken. And slowish delivery, this one in there, could be taken again. Yes, a brilliant catch there. Had to bring out the dive, but made sure he had it in both hands. And what do you know? Both opening bowlers have struck in their first delivery. This one was not short. It was there to be hit at the left hand. There we saw that. A very good catch. His eyes on the ball. 12 for 2 now.
මොනවද පේන්නේ කියමු
CDBFD
දැන් කොහොමද
CDBFD
ඔයාට කන්නාඩි ඕනේ නෑ හොඳට දුර දෙක පේනවා
දැනෙන පොලියක් දෙන CDP එක ඩිපොසිට් වෙනස්.
So the new batsman Randunu Ganganath, right hander. Then worked into covers, goes for a quick single. Ends up getting two with that overthrow there. Throw was, the fielder came in quite quickly. Throw was wild at the keeper's end. The result, additional run. Here we see that from a better angle here now. Throw was way wide. Needed to have a direct hit, but just that one fielder there trying to cover up. So 2 runs in the next delivery. Abhilash Vellalage, told is the cousin of Sri Lanka cricketer Dunith Vellalage. That's a better delivery. I think in this type of game, what you need to do is try to bowl wicket to wicket, not give a lot of room for the batsman to swing their arms. Oh, slow ball gone wrong. Was it that back of the hand delivery? Slipping out in Fisanius. He was trying to bowl the cutter, and cutter didn't get it right. Or was that the knuckle delivery? That's something you don't want to be doing in a T10 game, bowling extra deliveries and giving free runs away. Maybe looks like a drop catch. Another 2 runs. So 5 runs in this over so far with 2 deliveries left. Is that wicket number 2? Yes, wicket number 3 basically, and 2 for Vellalage in his first over. Randunu give the bat. Ganganath, there we see again. Ball wide, trying to give it the charge. And that dreaded finger of the umpire goes up. Maliban Biscuits lose their 3rd wicket at the score of 17 for 3.
මොනවද පේන්නේ කියමු.
CDBFD
දැන් කොහොමද?
CDBFD
ඔයාට කන්නාඩි ඕනේ නෑ. හොඳට දුර දෙක පේනවා.
දැනෙන පොලියක් දෙන CDP එක ඩිපොසිට් වෙනස්.
මොනවද පේන්නේ කියමු.
So it's Dilan Chaturanga, the new batsman. Recovery room winning the toss and doing everything right so far in these 2 overs. Have picked up 3 wickets. Just about playing smart cricket. Just because it's a T10, you don't need to be going hard at every delivery. There again, slow is taking the pace off Vellalage. bowling pretty decently. That's the end of his over. And it's a Maliban Biscuits been asked to bat 17 for 3 after 2 overs.
මොනවද පේන්නේ කියමු.
CDBFD
දැන් කොහොමද?
CDBFD
ඔයාට කන්නාඩි ඕනේ නෑ. හොඳට දුර දෙක පේනවා.
දැනෙන පොලියක් දෙන CDP එක ඩිපොසිට් වෙනස්.
The new batsman in Dilan Chaturanga. Total is it's Vishal Rukshan. And again a new bowler. Well, that was also pretty close to being another wicket in a first delivery. It had been a run out if he had hit. Cross seam. Bowling off, they would say, the wrong foot. Yes, definitely a direct hit, and we'd had another wicket in a first delivery of over. Again in line with the stumps. This is good cricket all round. Bowling wicket to wicket. The batsman just playing with soft hands and taking that single to the fielder. Shah Rukshan considered 2 in just 2 deliveries. Again, just a single, so the bowler will be pretty happy. As long as you don't concede boundaries or give anything more than a single. In this T10 games, you're looking at getting way more than 6 runs and over. Short pull, there's no fielder there in the inner circle. So another single, 4 balls, 4 singles. It's a cardinal letter there. Cannot afford to bowl wides with that pace. Strain down the leg side. Lucky that the batsman didn't get any bat on it. This one again driven in there. Fielder right down on the boundary. So just a couple of bounces to the field. Another single. Total moved on to 24 for 3. Again trying a slow ball. That time going wide outside the off stump. Called a wide. So been a decent over. Even after bowling 2 wides. For 5 deliveries. Just given away 6 runs. Or make that 7. And again. Chance for another run out. Not to be. There we see. Yes. Direct hit, and it would have been pretty close. 3 overs gone. 26 for 3.
මොනවද පේන්නේ කියමු.
CDBFD
දැන් කොහොමද?
CDBFD
ඔයාට කන්නාඩි ඕනේ නෑ. හොඳට දුර දෙක පේනවා.
දැනෙන පොලියක් දෙන CDP එක ඩිපොසිට් වෙනස්.
So So Maliban Biscuits 26 for 3 at the start of the fourth over. Sportylk will bowl his second over. He'll bowl out with this. Starts off with a dot ball. Already has 2 wickets in his first over. Oh, this one taken from outside the off stump. Hoyt in the air. And what do you know? Abhilash Sportylk picks up his third. A good catch in the deep. And that's the end of the fourth wicket for Maliban Biscuits. Most of them are in a hurry, trying to hit the boundaries. Pace taken off again outside the off stump. It's dragged from wide outside the off stump, right into that fielder's hand. Then we can see the batsman walking back. So Maliban Biscuits 26 for 4. New batsman Supun Samarasekara, left-hander.
Next up, Radamawa, 4 more left.
So this B division T10 tournament being played on the mat. Pulling well within his reach. Again, trying to throw down the stumps at the bowler's end. Backed up, not conceding another run. Well, that was no need. The batsman had already made his ground. Lucky not to concede an extra run. That's again wide out the off stump, called a wide. Sportylk needs to get that a little bit, trying to make the batsman reach for it, but it was well wide. Ball that, re-bowled it again. So trying to work it on the leg side, hit outside the off stump. Don't think there was anything the umpire would have been interested in. Really a leg by. Walking across his stumps. Really hit outside the off stump. Once again, you see that slow ball from just a 1 run to end the fourth over. Maliban moved on to 32 for 4 after 4. And Sportylk has finished his figures 3 for 11 of his 2 overs. Done a really good job.
මොනවද පේන්නේ කියමු
CDBFD
දැන් කොහොමද
CDBFD
ඔයාට කන්නාඩි ඕනේ නෑ හොඳට දුර දෙක පේනවා
දැනෙන පොලියක් දෙන CDP එක ඩිපොසිට් වෙනස්
Judge bowler right up round you. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so we are back 32 for 4 after 4 overs. Going at just 8 runs per over. Interesting to see what they can do. So this is, I think, Rusenda Gamage, also product of St. Peter's College. Again in there. And again, the first ball wicket. Short delivery should have been put anywhere, but the batsman just hung his bat out, guided it to that cover region. Simple catch. Dot and White just stuck his bat out. Looked like he was giving some fielding practice to the fielder there. That's another batsman walking back. So Gamage also strikes in his first delivery. So 3 bowlers out of the 4 have taken a wicket in the first delivery that they bowled.
Right.
Maliban have moved on to 32 for 5 now.
Ready. Right arm over. 5
New batsman is Chaturanga Devapriya. Yeah, shortish, but off the mark. Always good to get off the mark in the first delivery. Again, shortish, played uppishly. No idea what's happening here. Trying to pull that ball. No man's land. There was a little bit of lift as well. That's number 6. Gamage struck in for the second time. And that was no way that he could have played a pull too close to the body. It's not really a short delivery as such. And that's 33 for 6 now in the 5th over.
මොනවද පේන්නේ කියමු
CDBFD
දැන් කොහොමද
CDBFD
ඔයාට කන්නාඩි ඕනේ නෑ හොඳට දුර දෙක පේනවා
දැනෙන පොලියක් දෙන CDB එක ඩිපොසිට් වෙනස්
So Venura Gaishan, the new batsman. Danger of being bowled out here. This time again left-hander. Gets off the mark. The 2 Pete Wrights running through this Maliban batting lineup. Abhilash Vellarage 3 for 11 in his 2, and Rosada Gamage just starting off as 2 for 2. Just another single. Don't think Maliban Biscuits have got this. Shortish played on the outside. Just another single. So Gamage finishes his first over. Figures of 2 for 4. And the score has moved on to 36 for the loss of 6 wickets in 5 overs.
මොනවද පේන්නේ කියමු
CDBFD
දැන් කොහොමද
CDBFD
ඔයාට කන්නාඩි ඕනේ නෑ හොඳට දුර දෙක පේනවා
දැනෙන පොලියක් දෙන CDB එක ඩිපොසිට් වෙනස්
So we're back to a new bowler coming on. So this is the 5th bowler. Looks like a leg spin. That's hoiked in the air again. This time, it's a 6 off the first delivery of a new over. Not a wicket. Seen 3 bowlers getting wickets off the first delivery in their spell. This time it's a 6. Well flighted. On one knee, you can see that deposited straight out of the ground. This time work for a single. Exactly what they'll need. Few more of those hits. So that they get up to some decent score, at least around 80. Half the overs done. 143 at the moment. Again, slight misfield. If not, might have been another chance for a run out. Sadil Vinjay bowling his leg spin. Just a single. Spinners getting through their overs pretty quickly here. The reason not mainly it's dot balls or singles. So this time again down on one knee. Just two bouncers to that field at long on. And another one run. So they're pretty comfortable. Close to the end of the 6th over. Just one delivery left. So they just given away 9 runs. That's thanks to that first ball 6. Pushing hard, but the field in quickly. That's the end of over number 6. Score has moved on to 46 for 6.
මොනවද පේන්නේ කියමු
CDBFD
දැන් කොහොමද
CDBFD
ඔයාට කන්නාඩි ඕනේ නෑ හොඳට දුර දෙක පේනවා
දැනෙන පොලියක් දෙන CDP එක ඩිපොසිට් වෙනස්
Batters and the 2 umpires not sure exactly what's happening. So the batsman needed some water. Yeah, well, I think you don't get a water break in the middle in a T10 game. You're just playing 10 overs. Batsman, especially batsman coming in. Now the fielders also having a chat. More of some advice given than the water break. It's the coach coming in to the frame just to have a chat to the 2 batsmen. Don't think this should be allowed at any stage. So 46 for 6 after 6. 3 sixers in that frame. It will be Gamage bowling his second, his last over. 2 for 4 so far. And just conceding a single. Gamage doing a really good job. Lots of experience. Sri Lankan under-19 player. Very handy with the bat. Very good batsman. Fastish outside the stump. Called a wide. Not sure what he was trying to do. Bowl it faster. Current run rate 7.78. You see Fastish beats the batsman. Another dot ball. Another one. Straight up in there. Gamage getting under it. Goes running behind. That's over his head. And that's a very good catch taken by the bowler himself. Gamage had to run, turn and run back. See this here. Had his eyes on the ball all the time. And ball falling away. A really good catch there of his own bowling. That's wicket number 7 for Maliban Biscuits after being asked to bat first. Moved on to 48 for 7 in the 7th over.
මොනවද පේන්නේ කියමු.
CDBFD
දැන් කොහොමද?
CDBFD
ඔයාට කන්නාඩි ඕනේ නෑ. හොඳට දුර දෙක පේනවා.
දැනෙන පොලියක් දෙන CDP එක ඩිපොසිට් වෙනස්.
So Gihan Anuruddha, the new batsman. There we see just a higher score of 40 runs, scored 135. It's a good strike rate of 114.41. Batting low down the order. Can expect no hundreds, no 50s. This time again. Another dot ball. This is great bowling by Gamage in a T10 game. 3 for 6. Loud shout from the wicketkeeper, but the bowler not interested, just turned back and walked quickly to his mark. What an over. Cut again to that fielder. So this is really good work by the bowler. Finishes his spell, 2 overs, 3 for 6. And Maliban Biscuits are 48 for 7 after 7.
මොනවද පේන්නේ කියමු.
CDBFD
දැන් කොහොමද?
CDBFD
ඔයාට කන්නාඩි ඕනේ නෑ. හොඳට දුර දෙක පේනවා.
දැනෙන පොලියක් දෙන CDP එක ඩිපොසිට් වෙනස්.
So there we see the batting card, more like someone's telephone number. False start there by Sadil, coming in for his second. Can put away just a run. So Maliban not going anywhere with this type of batting, losing wickets. No boundaries coming. Struggling in this T10 game. Oh, that was a leg spin. That was a wide delivery. Still managed to get bat on it and just the 1 run. Sadil pretty lucky there. Quite a different action to a normal leg spinner. He runs in quickly and then delivers. Don't see leg spinners running in quite a lot. It's done so far pretty good in this over, just 3 singles. So trying to go for that switch hit or reverse hit, but whatever you can call that, but misses it again. This is the problem. They need runs, not dot balls. That runs slower. Another dot ball. So just the 3 runs in 5 deliveries. Yeah, no, rather. So 1 of just 6. Again, trying that switch hit in there. Just manages to find a way to get out. So 8 down now. The score on 50. And that there we see that switch hit again. Just to that field in the circle. Just moved back a bit. It took a good catch head high over his head. And that gear onto the walking back. 51 for 8 after 8 overs.
මොනවද පේන්නේ කියමු.
CDBFD
දැන් කොහොමද?
CDBFD
ඔයාට කන්නාඩි ඕනේ නෑ. හොඳට දුර දෙක පේනවා.
දැනෙන පොලියක් දෙන CDP එක ඩිපොසිට් වෙනස්.
Coming in to bowl his last over. Open the bowling from that same end. Scoreboard end, you call it from at the MCA grounds. Just ambling in. We've moved on to 52 now. Just 12 deliveries left in this innings. What can Maliban do? Another dot ball. So Sadil Vinija has finished his spell with 1 for 3 of 2 overs. That last over going for just 3 runs. He considered 10 in the first. Another dot ball. So this is not really good cricket, I would say, from Maliban batsmen. They just need to get bat on ball. At least a single. Cannot get boundaries. Need to get that score at least into the 70s or the 80 run mark, which still might not be enough. Again, shot rising. Casual stroke, misses it to the keeper. 3 dot balls in 4 deliveries, just the 1 run so far. And you can see that projected score now look just 60, which will not be enough at anyway. Again, a wild swing. No clue as to what's happening. At the moment, Chamar Ratnayaka, is it? Yes. Just can't get bat on ball. What a good over. This time he makes contact. Just over that fielder's head. And the 9th over comes to an end. Kevin just giving away 2 runs. 1 for 14 of his 2 overs. And after 9 overs, Maliban Biscuits are 53 for 8.
මොනවද පේන්නේ කියමු.
CDBFD
දැන් කොහොමද?
CDBFD
ඔයාට කන්නාඩි ඕනේ නෑ. හොඳට දුර දෙක පේනවා.
දැනෙන පොලියක් දෙන CDP එක ඩිපොසිට් වෙනස්.
Vishal Rukshan to complete this innings. Bowling his second has none for 8. This time they managed to get another single. Well, now target, I would say, at least can they get to 60. 54 now with 5 balls remaining. 2 wickets intact. Yeah, we see his bowling action. Front arm falling away and bowling off the wrong foot, they say. Manages another single. Let's go looking. Says 59. Nicely bowled. Oh, not needed at all. What was he thinking? That's wicket number 9. I was wondering whether the non-striker at that time thought that this was the last delivery. Why was he running? Silly mistakes. Celebrating before taking the bails off. So 9 down for 55. Just 3 deliveries left. Now the ground. Was not taking the single. Wondering what's going on. Chaturanga Devapura. That's a wide. Not wanting to expose Amila Prasad. This is caught an extra run. I think it's just take every run possible. Just 2 deliveries left. You have some faith in your batsman this time. Into the gap. Going for the second again. It was a wild throw. So batsman get 2 runs. 58 now for 9. So 1 delivery left in this innings. Vishal Rukshan has not picked up a wicket. And it will stay like that. Wicket plus a dot ball to end. None for 13 in his 2 overs. Done a very good job, I would say. Recovery room. Winning the toss and electing to bowl first. I think that done a really good job restricting Maliban to below 60 runs. 58 for 9 in 10 overs. Chaturanga Devapura not out on 11 of 13. The current run rate 5.8. Sure, recovery room will be full of confidence. Just a matter of fact, how long will they take? There we see first few wickets going down. Just Chaturanga Devapura remain not out on 11 of 13. And Venura Gaishan got to 10 of 7. The only 2 to go into double figures. 7 extras in those 10 overs. 58 for 9 after Maliban Biscuits been asked to bat. Well, reminds me of our telephone numbers. If you look at the first 6 batsmen. 0, 9, 6 and all 4s. After that, 3 4s. The last 2 again, 1 and 2. Amila Prasad not out on 0. So 59 is the target. And that's the bowling. Pretty good bowling apart from Kavin Kanagaraja. Was a bit expensive. 1 for 14. But still very good in a T10 game. Lalage 3 for 11. And Rosanda Gamage 3 for 6. The 2 P-Trade cricketers. Young P-Trade cricketers, I would say. Doing really well in their 2 overs each. 3 for 11 and 3 for 6. And then Sadil, we need to had 1 for 13. That's Vishal Rukshan couldn't get amongst the wickets. Follow wickets 0, 12, 17, 26, 32, 33, 48, 51 and 56. So 58 for 1. And recovery room need 59 runs to win in 10 overs. You see the highlights. You're seeing most of the wickets here. That was the first in the first delivery. And then one bounce into the fence. Only a few boundaries were hit. That off the bat of the left-hander. That was very close to the line. And then a good catch to dismiss that batsman. And Villal getting his second wicket there. And then Gamage started off first delivery, short delivery, just played into the hands. Same over, got his second. That was deposited to 1/6 in this whole innings. That was a good catch by Gamage himself. And then wickets falling in heaps. This was needless. Want to get on strike and keep the strike. So finally, there we see recovery room needs 59 to win of 60 deliveries. We'll go for a short break, then come back with the second innings. Yes, so we are back for this run chase. Recovery room needing 59 runs to win of 10 overs. After winning the toss and inviting Maliban Biscuits to take first lease. did a really good job in restricting them to 58 runs. And now can Maliban Biscuits pull out something? She left arm as ball bowling from the pavilion end. Two batsmen walking out for recovery room. Interesting to see how they'll go about this chase. They'll just take their time. But this is a knockout stage now, so run rates will not matter. Already for the commencement, Chandri Jayatilaka and Sadil Winge, the two opening batsmen for recovery room. There we see Venur Gaishan has won 5-wicket haul, 10 wickets. Got a bit of pace there. Venur Gaishan. Just Chandra Jayatilaka, strike rate of 161, highest of 81 runs. So this boy can hit the ball. Just getting 250, so he can go hard at it at the top. Good strike rate for a T10 game. Short. Just runs it down using the pace towards the third man region. A single. Recovery room on the board. And Chandri also opens his account. Quite a decent, I would say very low target being set. 59 to win. There we see Sadil Winge, 116 strike rate, highest been 41. Both batsmen score at more than run a ball. And Sadil opens his account with a couple. Score has moved on to 3. Both batsmen off the mark. Not easy for the bowling side, especially the bowler when it's a left and right hand combination. And you keep rotating the strike. Rana trying to go for a lofted shot. Playing on a matting surface, tend to get a little more lift and carry more than the turf. There we see trying to go for that pitched up, but you saw that bounce a little bit like a tennis ball bounce, I would say. Quite a long run up, Venura. But a nice run up and a good action. This one hit on the up again. It doesn't go to the boundary. Well, that's a very good throw, straight on the stumps, but both batsmen safely home. Another 2 runs to the total, moves on to 5, and Sadil on to 4. towards a short fine. Dot ball to end that over. So the first over done. It's 5 runs for no loss. Recovery room chasing a target of 59 for victory.
මොනවද පේන්නේ කියමු.
CDBFD
දැන් කොහොමද?
CDBFD
ඔයාට කන්නාඩි ඕනේ නෑ. හොඳට දුර දෙක පේනවා.
දැනෙන පොලියක් දෙන CDP එක ඩිපොසිට් වෙනස්.
So we're back. So we see at the bottom on the first screen 54 from 54. That in a T10 game would be really easy target. Taking his off stump. So basically not going to show his stumps to the bowler. And now it's Chaturang to bowl the second over. Chaturanga Devapriya, sorry. Is bowling 2 for 16. Not played a lot of games. Looking for the scoreboard end again. Shot is trying to pull. A lot of these batsmen trying to go for the seat a bit short, trying to pull the ball, but don't make proper contact. A little bit of carry on this surface. That's a wide. Not what you'll want to do when you're just defending a target of 58. Chaturanga Devapriya. On the up, cut away towards that extra cover region. 2 runs to the total. I think Maliban Biscuits need to pick up wickets. No way that they can restrict this recovery room. Strong batting lineup. They'll need to just pick up wickets and pick them fast. So 50 needed or 52. Shot pulled in there. And that's the first 6 in this innings. Just the second in this game. A shot and there to be hit. Connected well. And Sadil has moved into double figures. Just was not in any sin to keep it down. Ball was rising and he followed it. So 15 now in 1.5 overs. Chaturanga under pressure. Considered 10 already. Now start moving further away. Another wide call by umpire. Going for a mega drive, I would say. And walking across his stumps. Trying to change the angle of the bowler. Was targeting wide outside the off stump. Chandri Jayatilaka, the left hand, just on 2. Sadil has done most of the scoring. Moved down to 13. Just the 4 legal deliveries been bowled in this over. Gone for 12. Time on the pads. Hits the stop. Oh, this was asking for trouble. Asking for trouble. Batsman trying to be cheeky, trying to go for that extra run. Slips on those turf wickets. And no time to get back. That was unwanted. He was batting really well. Just ran himself out. That's the first wicket down for recovery room. Tried to steal an extra run. There was no need to because they've got it. And there we see on those turf wickets slipped. And then there was no chance. The wicketkeeper fumble, but for his luck, the ball falling on the stumps.
මොනවද පේන්නේ කියමු
CDBFD
දැන් කොහොමද
CDBFD
ඔයාට කන්නාඩි ඕනේ නෑ හොඳට දුර දෙක පේනවා
දැනෙන පොලියක් දෙන CDB එක ඩිපොසිට් වෙනස්
Needing just another 41 runs. We'll have 2 left-handers at the crease. Rosenda Gamage, the former Pete Ride all-rounder. We see has 100 to his name. Can bat. Go for that lofted drive, but needs to remember there is a bit of carry here. So 2 overs done, and recovery room at 18 for 1, chasing 59 runs for victory.
මොනවද පේන්නේ කියමු
CDBFD
දැන් කොහොමද
CDBFD
ඔයාට කන්නාඩි ඕනේ නෑ හොඳට දුර දෙක පේනවා
දැනෙන පොලියක් දෙන CDB එක ඩිපොසිට් වෙනස්
So it's 18 for 1 after 2 overs. Needing 41 to win of 48 deliveries. For Maliban Biscuits, they need to grab those 9 wickets. So Mohammad Silmi with a new bowler operating from this pavilion end. Best of 3 for 24. Just checking with it's having a plaster on his bowling hand. I think the umpire wanted it taken off. Silmi the ball to the left hand. Chandri Jayatilaka. Bowling off spinners. That's wide-ish. Cut along the ground for a single. I think that's what they need to do. They don't need to do anything extraordinary. Play the ball on its merits. Into the gaps, get the ones, the twos, and that target there. Since this is the quarter-final, you don't need to think of net run rates. Winner goes into the semis. And Gamage off the mark. Not convincingly, but he'll take it. Smart cricket again. Playing it with soft hands. Making sure to get a single. 3 singles in this over so far. Say good from Silmi. Equally good from the batters. Making sure they score off every delivery. Winners of this game will play in the afternoon again in the semis. Oh, that's wicket number 2. Go for a wild swing, missing it completely and being stumped. Good work by the wicketkeeper. Not sure why he wanted to do that. Yes, bat coming down too late. That's the fall of the second wicket for recovery. Round 22 for 2. Sportylk walking back.
මොනවද පේන්නේ කියමු
CDBFD
දැන් කොහොමද
CDBFD
ඔයාට කන්නාඩි ඕනේ නෑ හොඳට දුර දෙක පේනවා
දැනෙන පොලියක් දෙන CDB එක ඩිපොසිට් වෙනස්.
So we are back live now. 37 is the target. 22 for 2. Last wicket, Chandri Sportylk out. Pir is the new batsman. He's a strike rate of 103. Just a 150 has been 64. Scored 337 runs. Certainly not in this tournament. I think totally in the mercantile tournaments. Maliban Biscuits still in it. Picked up 2. Need to pick up a few more. That was close. That both batsmen ran for the single. It was played direct to that field. Slight hesitation at the start. Throw was not all that great. Gamage bringing out that dive. So 3 overs done. It's 23 for 2.
මොනවද පේන්නේ කියමු
CDBFD
දැන් කොහොමද
CDBFD
ඔයාට කන්නාඩි ඕනේ නෑ හොඳට දුර දෙක පේනවා
දැනෙන පොලියක් දෙන CDB එක ඩිපොසිට් වෙනස්.
So the current it's 23 for 2, needing another 36 runs for victory. 7 overs remaining. It's a matter of how many overs they'll need to complete those 36. Current run rate at 7.67. Will be Chaturanga bowling his second. Beats the batsman. Chaturanga Devapriya. A bit of pace. Again a hesitation. This time they hit the stumps. That's wicket number 3 for the recovery room. 3 down now for 23. Losing their way. We see yes, no, yes. And then, sorry mate. Direct hit. The batsman has to walk back. Saviru Pires, just the 1 run. So walk back to the pavilion. 23 for 2 after 3.1.
මොනවද පේන්නේ කියමු.
CDBFD
දැන් කොහොමද?
CDBFD
ඔයාට කන්නාඩි ඕනේ නෑ. හොඳට දුර දෙක පේනවා.
දැනෙන පොලියක් දෙන CDP එක ඩිපොසිට් වෙනස්.
Yes. So third 23 for 3 now. Like I said, Maliban Biscuits clawing their way back into this game. Sandaru Gamage, the new batsman. 17 games, a strike rate of 90. Highest score being 49. So the non-strikers in, and this is Gamage, the left-hander. This is good bowling by Chaturanga Devapriya. Not giving too much of room to the batsman. Bowling at the stumps. That one pushed outside the off stump, going further away. Rightfully called wide by the umpire. Referee started off well this over. Not trying to go too wide away. You can see Gamage throwing his hands at it. Better of bowling at the batsman at the wickets. Not giving too much room. Better delivery. Really good shot just for a single. So this good cricket right round. 25 for 3 now. He's moved on to 3 of 5. Sandaru Gamage, so 2 Gamages at the crease. And both left-handers. Sandaru off the mark with the first delivery he faced. That run in there, just dropping short of that fielder. Not being very comfortable from the time he came in. Trying to play shots. He's a much better batsman than that. There is he just throwing his hands again.
මොනවද පේන්නේ කියමු.
CDBFD
දැන් කොහොමද?
CDBFD
ඔයාට කන්නාඩි ඕනේ නෑ. හොඳට දුර දෙක පේනවා.
දැනෙන පොලියක් දෙන CDP එක ඩිපොසිට් වෙනස්.
We are back alive now. See that need 32 of 36. It's not a big target, but the two batsmen not being able to score freely. There we see Chandri Jayatilaka was out for 4. Vinjay for 13. Come again, not out on 4. And Saviru Piri is out for 1. The two come again at the wicket. Skipper and wicket keeper. This one again, hoiked in there. Fielder getting under it. And looks like put it over the line. 6. Second 6 in this innings. That's what Kamage has been looking for. Rosenda Kamage. Hit really high. Not easy to get under something like that with the sun in your face. This time single. It may be a bit expensive so far. Oh yes, definitely. Not off the hand, it was going way over. Apologies to the fielder. Thought it went off his hand. Nicely played again. Oh. Tell you what, recovery room batsman living dangerously. Plenty of run-out chances. That would have been gone for money if it had hit. Wicket keeper was off it. Yes. I think that would have been gone. Both Kamage still there. Very well bowled. And smart cricket there, going on the back foot, playing it from outside the off stump to that vacant region on the leg for a single. Ends the 5th over. And recovery room 37, 36 for 3.
මොනවද පේන්නේ කියමු.
CDBFD
දැන් කොහොමද?
CDBFD
ඔයාට කන්නාඩි ඕනේ නෑ. හොඳට දුර දෙක පේනවා.
දැනෙන පොලියක් දෙන CDP එක ඩිපොසිට් වෙනස්.
In the current cricketing arena is pretty gettable with 7 wickets in hand. Kamage on strike. Punched off the back foot beautifully to a short extra cover. Batsman will go through for one. Now will they take or chance the arm for the second ball, for the second run on the overthrow? Doesn't there's no need for them to take risks because they've already had one run out here. 37 for 3. Over number 6 being bowled now by Dylan. Outside the leg stump, and that's put away to the third man fence. We'll wait for the umpire's signal. Did he get a bat to it? He did get a bat to it, so that's 4 more runs. Now that's a rank long hop, as they call it. Just going down, straying down the leg side. I mean, look, that's bread and butter though at this stage of the game. So 4 more runs to the batting team. 45 for 3 to be precise. That's tucked away beautifully off the back foot into the mid-wicket fence for one more run. So here we are, 42. 7.82 the run rate. The required run rate is 3.56. So Maliban, who are at the moment defending their small total, are under tremendous pressure, and they're leaking runs as well. There again, another weak delivery put away to deep fine leg, and one more run, because bowling down the leg side is always tagged as a weak delivery, especially in the T10 version of the game, and that single will take the total on to 45. This is Dylan. He's had a very good bowling effort of 5 for 17, but certainly not hitting the right lengths in here at the MCA. That's a much better length. Has he nicked it? Yes, the umpire goes up. Now that is an important breakthrough at this juncture of the game, because we are into over number 6, and that's nicked off as we see 5.5 overs being completed here. Take a look at that dismissal yet again. Yeah, on the front foot, throwing his bat at it, the ball just moving slightly away from the left-handed batter, taking the outside edge, and Gamage has to go back. Sandaru Gamage, 9 runs off 5 balls. He was pretty busy while he was out there in the centre. And it's just 15 runs needed in 25 balls. And in all honesty, I think that this is pretty gettable. Dilan Chatural, the bowler for Maliban. And he fancies chances now of trying to get the batters under pressure, because if they can nick another wicket out here in this over, things change very quickly. You could get into a tricky scenario. Now on the front, firmly though, there is cover at deep middle. That's going to remain in their respective popping creases. So no run being taken. 44 for 4. It's a real privilege to be in the company of all of you this morning as we see the end of over number 6. We are having a mini water break out in the centre. Now this is something that in international cricket we see it very often. But basically what happens is that the umpires in the international arena tend to bring in the restriction of intermediate water carry as not called for. Maliban defending quite a low total. Look at it. Look at the batting card first. And this is the Tier B game. 44 runs for the loss of 4 wickets in 6.0 overs. 15 more runs needed, and that means you're talking about 24 deliveries, 15 being the target. Look at the run rate, 7.33, and it's basically gettable. Dilan Chaturan being brought back into the attack, bowling his second over. Target absolutely in the arc. Outside the off stump, batter gives himself some room. Vishal Rukshan and tries to improvise that stroke. Try to play it inside out, past the man at short extra cover. A little bit of a hassle with the timing, and we are playing on a matting pitch here. Yeah, now that's slapped across towards mid-wicket, and the ball in the air, and another vital wicket going And this is at the wrong time. Tell you what, when you start losing wickets, you start pressing panic buttons. And the batter has to walk back. Very unfortunate. And you just watch it from outside the off stump, played it rather uppishly. One would have it would have been preferable if he went through square on the offside, pushed it on the up. But sad. So another wicket goes by.
යාඩිය 11යි තියෙන්නේ ඕක සතරක් දාන්න තියෙනවා. මේ මුන් එන වෙලා ගත්තනේ.
44 for 4. 15 runs. Absolutely. Well, this is getting to a... I mean, like, look, the batters don't want to have it getting to the wire here. They need to try and compose themselves. I mean, milk the singles. When you do have the opportunity, milk the singles. And that's what they got to do. It's all well and good to try and, you know, especially in T10 version of the game. I mean, speaking to so many cricketers, you know, they always start thinking big. They start thinking big of, you know, scoring the boundaries. You know, look at the ones that you can sky and get it or clear it over the boundary line. But then look, you play the percentage game when you do get the opportunity of milking the singles. Come on, you do so. That's in line with the middle stump. Opens the face of the bat, runs it down to back to the point. The batsman will get one. Will they go in for the second run? Never run off, I would say, a misfield. That's a cardinal rule that we've learned throughout the cricketing history. And this is something that I think the batters will have to be very, very careful about. Now look at this. Ahila Vellalagi got a higher score of 61. He can bat 338 runs to his name. But let's see how it goes. Flicked off the pads, running into deep, short fine leg, short square leg, my apologies. And the batsman will make a single easily. That's all that they got to do. You know, just start milking the singles. I mean, when you do get an opportunity, 6.2 overs, I mean, you got all the balls in the world to look for that half volley. Oh, that's played in the air. Yes, into the gap, but then can't beat the man. At wideish third man, he had to cover a little bit of ground though. And the batsmen were two for a couple of runs. Well, the scoreboard is ticking over. I'll keep you updated with the scores once I have it on the screens in terms of supers. Taken on the half volley, driven very firmly. That's a good looking cricketing stroke. Full face of the bat coming into force. There we go. Now we have the scores on our screen. It's 48 for 5. And I guess TR is within striking range. 12 runs needed in 19 balls as we mark the end of over number 7.
මොනවද පේන්නේ කියමු?
CDBFD
දැන් කොහොමද?
CDBFD
ඔයාට කන්නාඩි ඕනේ නෑ. හොඳට දුර දෙක පේනවා.
දැනෙන පොලියක් දෙන CDB එක ඩිපොසිට් වෙනස්.
Look at that equation. 12 runs for 19 runs. You don't need a rocket scientist to tell you here that this is not gettable though. Outside the off stump, placed through the line. Now this could be trouble. This could be trouble. And overthrow. They'll get a couple of runs right now. I mean, you need to play the percentage game here. I mean, they took a risk though. But stroking the ball straight to a fielder's hand and testing his arm is a high risk run, I would say. 7.1 overs gone, 50 for the loss of 5 wickets. Outside the off stump, giving the batter room. He's able to open the face of the bat and just slap it down to deep back of the point. Now, these are areas I think the bowlers should be a little bit wary about. Cramp him up, bowl that delivery back of a length, get him on the front foot. Say, look, I mean, don't give him that room because you are defending Just 8 runs from here in. Get the batter on the front foot. That's the cardinal rule. Dylan. It's in the air for a while. Is there a fieldsman getting underneath? No, falls into no man's land at mid-wicket. Honestly, this looks easy picking. 7.3 overs have gone by. Look at the run rate required, 2.80. So the batting team, TRR, are in control. 7 runs is all that they need. Fuller in length, played rather uppishly, but there just passes the man at deep back of the point, because the batter cleverly opened the face of the bat and let the ball come on to the bat. So, I mean, what happens is the pace that hits the willow, basically, the pace, because he's bowling at medium pace, carries the ball to no man's land. 53 for 5. Up, trying to drive on the up. Very lucky not to have got a nick. 6 runs needed, 13 balls. That's the equation. Dylan has conceded 5 runs in this, I would say, pivotal over. Outside the off stump, short of length, trifle short of length, but then managed to get the batter on the front foot, driven very firmly. That is the goal dust dot delivery, as they term it.
මොනවද පේන්නේ කියමු?
CDBFD
දැන් කොහොමද?
CDBFD
ඔයාට කන්නාඩි ඕනේ නෑ. හොඳට දුර දෙක පේනවා.
දැනෙන පොලියක් දෙන CDB එක ඩිපොසිට් වෙනස්.
This is Brian Thomas reporting from MCA, and my co-commentator. I'm working for the first time with him. His name is Michael Allens. And the type of commentary you're hearing is it's visual commentary. It has a mixture of a television and a little bit of a blend of radio as well. That's the definition of this commentary. So I said it's a bit of a mixture of both television and a bit of radio as well. Right. 53 for 5. 6 runs is what is needed in 2 overs. As Venura Kashan, that's in line with the stumps, punched very firmly to mid-on. A bit of a misfield allows the batter to run through with ease for a single. All that TRR need is singles, gentlemen and ladies. 5 runs needed in 11 balls. I rather sit in the dressing room of TRR at this point in time, though. Remember, we have 4 games. This is the first game that's just about to get concluded. Up, swing and a miss. Outside the off stump, the ball slightly moving away. Because if you watch the wrist position of the bowler, he tended to sort of shift his wrist a little bit. Just watch him, because see, she's trying to keep that 4th stump line. That's good bowling in a way. I mean, he's not getting into the arc of the batter, because remember that the matting wicket, I mean, it doesn't do anything for the bowler or the batter. It just comes straight on. 54 for 5. Venura Geshal. Outside the off stump, stumping chance being asked, and the umpire, well, says negative. I don't think that the umpire would agree with that, because the batter was well within the popping crease, and I think credit must go to the wicket keeper. Look at him standing very much in the air. Close call though, because he had his back foot slightly out of the ground and in the air while he brought it down. Nevertheless, the single being taken. No run being taken. My apologies. Into over number 9, Venura. 2 dot balls so far. Left arm, in he comes. That takes a leading edge ball, balloon in the air, and for a while, but no fielder in catching position. So things are getting very, very close. TRR, I reckon. In the back of their mind, they've got this game under their belt, because 5 wickets in hand. And look at the run rate. It's just required run rate being only 3. And we do have 8 more balls to be bowled. Nick Tate is it? Yes, umpire gives him out. That is a huge blow. Now, is Maliban trying to close the gate after the horse is bolted? That's my question. I mean, they seem to be getting a few wickets in clusters here. And that was a very good delivery. Back of the length, the ball kicked up a little bit, and the batter guilty of poking at it. We'll watch it on the replay again, and then you will know that he made a cardinal error of trying to poke at a delivery that pitched a trifle short of length and trying to poke at it. I mean, given the match situation, it could have been better drawing away from the shot, but nevertheless, 4 runs needed in 7 deliveries, current run rate 6.23. The required run rate is not the equation here. The batters must know from here in, almost with the tail out in the center, all that you got to do is get bat to ball and milk the runs. Yeah, statistics of Janindu Nandasena, 19 matches, 21 innings. He scored 729 runs, so this kid can bat. He's made a top score of 115, so he's no mug with the bat. I'm stating that looking at the statistics that's on the screen. Clipped off his pads now. That's something that you can't do. When you start bowling at a left-hander's pads, he's going to work on it. He will work you through though, and that's what he's exactly done. So that does mark the end of 9 overs. We are getting into closer orders. Just 1 more over to go. And I just want to remind all our viewers, we'll take a look at it again. 56 for 6. 3 runs needed in the final over. And it's Venura Gayashan, according to our statistics, that will be brought into the attack.
මොනවද පේන්නේ කියමු?
CDBFD
දැන් කොහොමද?
CDBFD
ඔයාට කන්නාඩි ඕනේ නෑ. හොඳට දුර දෙක පේනවා.
දැනෙන පොලියක් දෙන CDB එක ඩිපොසිට් වෙනස්.
That's the equation there. 3 runs to be got in 6 balls. And it's Amila Prasad being given the responsibility. Can he sort of pull something out of the hat? It has happened before in cricket. That's why it's called the glorious uncertainty of a sport in the international sporting world. But TRR, Fibers, TRR batters, look for the gaps. You don't have to go after the bowling as such. Look for the gaps. Work the singles because just 3 runs, that's all you need. So Janindu Nandasena on strike. Very wisely the keeper standing up to the bowler. That's taken the outside edge, running away to the deep back of the point arena. The batsman will take a very easy single. This is what I meant. I mean, wait for it. I mean, you will get the gaps and just do it in singles. As indicated by my co-commentator Michael earlier, there is no pressure as far as the run rate is concerned. That's taken on the half volley, played rather uppishly, and that will be taken. I told you, this is pressure. This is absolute pressure building up. You are not playing the game to its merits, and that I don't think was a very good stroke from my point of view, because he could have played through the line. You don't need to start hunting after boundaries in here. You're just short by 2 runs. And you should concentrate on piercing the gaps. This is what he did. He plays it on the up. And I'm sure the fielder, that's the Maliban fielder running in from deep mid-on, kept his eyes on the ball, took a very good catch. So there we go. 2 balls have been bowled in this over. 7 wickets down. According to our scoreboard, the batting side needs only 1 run to win this game.
Sir, leg stump, sir. Thank you.
Janit Dasanayaka, highest score of 18, so he's been not among the runs much, but I'm sure he'll be able to tickle this delivery through somewhere. Well, tries to have a swing at it outside the off stump. This is pressure. Believe it or not, this is pressure. Absolute pressure. 4 more balls to go.
Sir, middle, sir. Thank you.
If Maliban bowler Amila gets another dot ball, you're going to set the cat among the pigeons here. Ah, that's picked up beautifully, and that'll go all the way, and that does mark the end of the game. So TRR win this game comprehensively. The handshakes out in the center, and the game done and dusted. So Maliban will be very disappointed. I mean, they had their share of luck at times, but sadly they couldn't bring themselves back into this game, and it's been a great effort. Right, there we go. That's a look at the super score. They are TRR 62 for 7, needing 61 to win this game, and they do so with 3 balls to spare. And the last over, despite the fact it looked a little bit exciting, sadly the bowler Amila just bowled that last delivery onto his pads, and to a left-hander, when you bowl to the pads, he'll pick you off. Beautiful setting here at the MCA. Just a gentle reminder, my co-commentator for today is Michael Allens, and I'm Brian Thomas with you on commentary. We take a look at the batting card now. There we go. Nothing much to write home about, because none of the batters actually got bat to bowl, but they got the job done. I mean, there was 13 runs made by Vijaya, 13 by Gamage, and down the order, none of the batters looked very comfortable. And 6 extras conceded in a 10-over game is big. And here is the bowling card. Amila Prasad, pretty impressive. 2 wickets for 10 runs in 3 overs. But I thought he was guilty for bowling at the pads, and that was a mistake they made. Now we take a look at the highlights before we have a change in voices. That's it. There you can see it on your screens now. Now these are deliveries that will obviously be put away. There we go. Trying to work it on the onside, but the ball taking. Now look at this. This is the run out, is it? I think this. Okay, that was the run out. There was no second run. A little bit over enthusiastic, running on the turf, and did have a bit of a tumble. That's punched down the grounds. That's beautiful. Lovely. That's the second run out. Direct hit. Wonderful. Good bit of fielding and good bit of commitment. India should be out caught. Nope, just cleared the fielder. That's a glorious 6, and that's a ranked bad delivery down the leg side, giving the batsman, and that's beautifully bowled. Just kept it there and thereabouts. 4th stump line, nicked him off beautifully, and that's a very good catch. I mean, I've been very happy with the catching so far in this competition. Good delivery. There we go. Umpire had absolutely no problem, jabbing at it. And here is another display of a very good catch being taken. Right, flicked off the pads, and that does mark the end of the game. Right, we'll take a short break, and when you come back, there'll be... Okay, we do have a summary. Okay, fine. Fantastic. Here is the summary. There we go. Maliban Biscuits batting first, 58 for 9 in 10 overs. Well, that's not a winning target. And Recovery Room, 62 for 7 in 9.3 overs. So Recovery Room win by 3 wickets. Take a short break, come back. It'll be Michael Allens on commentary.